hills stood a cozy little house made of stone and wood. In this peaceful home lived two sisters, Arya and Nessa. Every morning, as dawn painted the skies in golden hues, a tiny silver bird perched on their windowsill, greeting them with its sweet morning song. Arya, the elder, had hair like sunlight, long, soft, and golden. Nessa, the younger, had curls as dark and shiny as midnight rain. With laughter bubbling in their voices, they would run down the creaky stairs where their mother awaited them with warm bread, honey tea, and bowls of fresh berries. Their days were filled with joy, running across meadows, braiding flowers into crowns, and wading through sparkling river streams. Their bond was unbreakable. One heart, two souls. But as evening descended, a hush would fall over the land. Their mother always locked the doors before nightfall, warning them gently, "Never step outside after dark, my darlings, for when the stars shine, the goblin merchants appear." These goblins were whispered about in nearby villages, strange beings that wandered the forests by night, carrying magical fruits no human had ever seen. Some fruits shimmered like moonlight, some flickered like stars, and some changed colors with every breath. When the sky turned dark and the wind whispered secrets through the trees, the sisters would hear strange calls drifting through their windows. Fruits of wonder, sweetness like no other. From the safety of their room, Arya and Nessa would peek outside. The goblins were eerie little creatures, one with eyes like glowing coals, another with fingers long and wriggly like vines. Their baskets overflowed with enchanted fruits that pulsed with soft light and strange scents. One morning, their mother had to visit the town far away. Before leaving, she held their hands and said, "Stay inside. No matter what you hear, no matter what you see, do not go beyond the garden." But curiosity is a whisper that even warnings cannot silence. The moment their mother left, the sisters wandered into the garden, chasing butterflies and picking wildflowers. That's when the voices came again, closer than ever. "Taste the magic, taste the joy." The goblin merchants had arrived. They crept forward with their glowing baskets, their faces twisted in sly smiles. One held a golden apple that shimmered like sunlight through water. Another offered berries